In this part of the podcast, I'm going to explain how to copy the code from this website into your blog or blogs so that you can then embed the MP3 file or your audio file into there as a podcast. Go ahead and when you reach this site, this is linked from the website, go ahead and read what it says, but basically it's going to tell you to come down here and copy this little bit of code in this box right here. So we're going to highlight this code. We'll do an edit copy, or however you like to copy information there. And this is the information that we need to take over to our blog and insert here where it says music file URL, the actual address of our MP3 file. So first we'll go over to the blog and paste this information in. So here we are in our blog. I've already created a post for it and I've titled it Audacity Test here. And according to the website, what I need to do is paste that information in as an HTML, as a bit of HTML information. To do that, I'm going to click on the Edit HTML tab here. I'm going to delete this information that's already in here. It's not going to be necessary for what we're doing here. I'm simply going to Command V or edit paste in the information that we copied from the website. Now we're almost done here. This gives us a width and a height for our player. It's telling us that the auto start is set to false, which means that a person is going to need to click on it to play. It won't start playing automatically. But we do need to find the music file URL of the MP3 file or the audio file that we'd like to embed here. So we'll need to take one more step and go to our uploaded file someplace on the internet, find that information, and come back here and paste that information in. I've already uploaded a file called Audacity Test to my archive.org site. This is the free site that I recommend for this class and for other collections of archives that you'd like to upload and make available to the public. In this case, I've uploaded an MP3 file called audio-test. When you do that, it gives you a little player over here that you can click on and listen to the audio file. We'll do that now. This is a test of Audacity 131 on Mac OS X 7 Lion. This is a test. And the information that is provided also includes a link to that specific file, that specific MP3 file. If we look down here into the individual files tab, here's the file itself, audacity-test.mp3. And over here, there's a link to that specific file. If we right-click that link and choose Copy Link Address, we've now copied the link to that specific MP3 file, and we can use that information to embed this audio test file into our blog or into our website. Once we've located the URL to the sound file that we'd like to include here, the audio file, we simply take this information here, music file URL, make sure to leave the quotes in there, delete it, and paste in the URL to the music file or to the sound file that you just selected. You can see here that it's going to archive.org. It's going to download Audacity Test.mp3. That's exactly what we want. So we're done with the embedding part. We go back to the Compose tab, and we'll see a player here embedded. Depending on the browser that you use, this is Chrome, you may or may not see this little information here that says QuickTime plugin needs your help. We'll deal with that when we go out to the post itself and look at it. If you want to include any more information here, this is the time to do that. You can type in some text here that explains what this podcast is about and whatnot. When you publish your post, by clicking on the Publish Post link, you'll be able to go view your post. And again, depending on the browser that you're using, you may or may not see this permission tab up here that's asking you to let this plugin run this time. If you see this down here and you don't see your player here, go ahead and click on the Run This Time or Always Run on This Site button up here to allow the player to load properly. Then you should see the player. If you click on the play button here, this is a test of Audacity 131 on Mac OS X 7 Lion. This is a test. You'll hear your audio file played back as a podcast.